One of the big sporting events in the Irish sporting calendar is the All Ireland Hurling Final, traditionally played here on the first Sunday in September in each calendar year. The two teams involved this year were Galway and Waterford. Galway bidding for their first since 1988, Waterford's last victory being in 1959. The weather conditions were ideal on this occasion, with minimal sunshine and a gentle breeze caressing the stadium. A capacity crowd of 82,000 plus settled in their seats to enjoy this enthralling contest between two hurling giants. The historic values of each county are well displayed here today, with flags, banners, emblems of local villages. Galway, more affectionately known as the Tribesmen, sporting maroon and white. Likewise Waterford, known as the Dacia, sporting blue and white. And an old battleship from a bygone era, displayed on the crest of each county.
Bringing the McCarthy Cup to the fence in front of the home stand now for the 2017 All Ireland Senior Hurling Championship Final are Ian Monaghan from Bunmore National School and Turnermore in Galway. He plays hurling and football with Turnermore, and his favourite player is Dougie Burke. Representing Waterford is Anya Henley from Tala National School in Waterford. Her favourite hurler is Shane Bennett, and of course Tala.
After the throw-in, the Tribesmen got off to a blistering start, 4 unanswered points. But not long afterwards, Waterford's all-star Kevin Moran had the ball in the Galway net, added by a further quick point to close down the margin.
None, Joe. What the fuck is Johnny Glendale? Fuck up, Johnny. Yes, great! Stick it over!
Shortly after half-time, Waterford began to take control of the game and they drew level. Not long afterwards, the edged a point ahead for the first time in the match, compliments of Pádraig Mahoney. At this stage, Galway looked to their bench for support, and the introduction of Niall Burke and Jason Flynn paid great dividends, slotting over 4 points between them. These substitutions, added to by Shane Maloney, turned the game around in the tribesmen's favour. The game was now being played at a ferocious pace, and massive attacks on the Galway goalmouth by the Bennett brothers, Pádraig Mahoney and Austin Gleeson, were stoutly defended, and the tribesmen went on to claim the Liam McCarthy Cup on a scoreline of 26 points to Waterford's 2 goals and 17 points.
Championship this year, and I want to thank all hurlers, and particularly today, the hurlers of the nation and from Galway. They all serve our
Regardless of how the victors were here in Croke Park today, sentiments ran high in both counties. Waterford, not having had success since 1959, with some of those heroes having since passed on. Hurling greats like Seamus Power, Ned Power, Tom Cheesty, Phil Grimes. Galway, on the other hand, having recently suffered the tragic loss of the All-Star centre-back Tony Keady from the 1988 team, Niall Donoghue from the 2013 squad, Joe McDonough, Niall McInerney, John Ryan from the 1980s teams, Marty Barrett, Mick Curtin from the 1970s teams. And when David Burke and Darren Morrissey hold both the senior and minor trophies aloft here today, we feel sure they were spare a thought for those Galway stalwarts who went before them and wore the maroon jersey with pride and distinction.
We extend our best wishes to all of you here in Croke Park, and especially the many millions around the world who are watching in and listening to our games, and we send best wishes to the Irish diaspora wherever you are watching this fantastic festival of Irish sport and heritage. Best wishes to Waterford, and we have no doubt that you will contribute much more to the game of hurling in the years to come. You had a wonderful year of this Maishe, Winter, the Jason, Maishe, Marash, and John, Ingvar, and Corky, online. September, and you get out there and you lift the cup for your captain.